everybody. It's Sunday afternoon and I wanted to jump on real quick because my good friend Heather Goodwin, she posted a live video a couple weeks ago about an issue we're having in our area, here in Pinellas County especially, but it's in Hillsborough County and it's got to be going on everywhere else. Heather told everyone to be very, very cautious at grocery stores, at malls, anywhere where there's big parking lots, because there's human trafficking going on. There are men posted all over parking lots. They're following women and they're trying to grab them. And the reason I'm coming back on and reiterating all of this is Heather had an employee that had an issue. I guess it was, if I remember correctly, it was her daughter. Well, just a week before she posted, I had been at our local grocery store, not more than 500 yards from my house. And I had a man follow me all through the store. And those of you that know me, you know, I'm not a petite little girl. And I definitely got in his face and started screaming at him, what did he want, what did he want? And he took off. But when I went out in the parking lot, he was standing by a tree and there were two other men standing by a van out in the parking lot. So the reason I'm bringing this up, again, is number one, for awareness. Everyone needs to be super aware. I don't care what age you are. I mean, I'm 55, and it doesn't matter. They're just looking to grab people. And it's happened, I guess, like 4 or 5 women up in county just north of us. It's happened. And I was just at our local health food store down the street from my house. It's called Earth Origins. I was in the parking lot and came in, and there was some strange men out front, but I kept, you know, head down, walked in. While I was in the store, a woman, probably 60 years old, came up to me, and she was going up to every woman in the store and saying that someone had tried to accost her at a restaurant not far from here, that they followed her out in the parking lot. They were by a van, and she was scared to death. She's a trauma nurse, she told me, and she said she's never been so scared in her life. I understand, because I was rattled by what happened in public. So be very careful, ladies. Tell your daughters, men, tell your daughters, they've got to be careful coming in and out of parking lots. They've got to be very aware of their surroundings and carry their keys in their hands. And if nothing else, have a headset on, because it at least looks like you're hooked up to a phone and you could call 911 immediately. Do whatever it takes. I'm shaking again. This poor woman was shaking, and they called the police. I guess they're on their way, but I came and got in my car. I want everyone to be safe. And please share this video, because everyone needs to know. I know if it's going on here, you know, in our county, in our area, it's definitely going on everywhere else. It's amazing to me. I can't believe the world we live in. It's just amazing. So be careful, ladies. Be sure to share this. This is the second time for me I've been either someone following me myself or it happening near me. And you all know where I live. I mean, I don't live in an area that you would think that would happen, but it doesn't matter how old you are. I'm the perfect example. So take care, everyone. Share this video. Get the word out.
Now, when I went into school, I knew about a form of human trafficking that the news in so-called America and around the world has given some attention to. Now, they don't talk about all of it and they don't go into great detail, but at least people are aware that it exists. I went to a couple of trainings several trainings, but from a couple of groups called Mending the Souls and Door to Grace here in Oregon. And I learned quite a bit about human trafficking today that is attacking so many young people. But the rabbit hole goes even deeper than that. And that's something you don't learn about in these trainings that they offer. There is a funding that is going on that gives money and supports this form of trafficking of people. And so today we are seeing that human trafficking is being covered up. Those who are pulling the strings, those who are funding it, those who are behind it have a mask on. And so you see all these arrests and different things happening, but those at the so-called top are being hidden. And this lady right here on the screen, I'm going to play a short video clip from her because she is going to express or warn people that we need to be aware, and we need to be making sure that we protect our loved ones from this real attack that is going on in every state in this nation, and again around the world. And it's happening in broad daylight. It's happening when you're in public places. It's happening when you're in groups. These people are vicious, they're brutal, they are aggressive, and they are not afraid, it seems, of having consequences or being caught. They have vans that are parked outside of malls and restaurants and different places, and they work in teams, and they will grab whoever, doesn't matter your age, and I don't even think it matters what sex you are. They will grab you and throw you in a van, and you will never be seen again. Now, this isn't meant to elicit fear in people. It's meant to wake people up, to anger us, and to use that anger to make a difference. Because if people don't know this is going on, then they can't protect themselves and their loved ones. That is what we need to be doing today, is coming together. There is another form of human trafficking, okay, that I have talked about in several of my videos. And that form of human trafficking is legal today, but it's state-sanctioned kidnapping. And these people are also being funded, and they are working under the color of law to destroy one family at a time, using children to do so. They're using our children as commodities, but not only children, they're using the elderly, our parents, to do so. That means they're attacking our elderly and our children, the most vulnerable of society. And they've been getting away with it because they have a system that's built around these criminal acts, because this is a professional criminal cartel, and the system protects their criminal acts. So basically, when people speak out about this, they're silenced in many ways, and they are retaliated against, and they are made to look like a quack or put a tin hat on someone, and they're drug through the mud in some way to discredit and to silence. And these different methods have been used for a very long time. They're tested, tried, and perfected. But the more people that speak out and share their testimonies and use their voices to warn people, they won't be able to silence it, because the truth continues to grow. Now, I believe that we all are created equal. I believe that we have a creator, and I call him Yahuwah. Okay, that is what I have come to learn is his name. Now, I am aware that I may be wrong. I am aware that we have been lied to, and that there is so much corruption, and man has corrupted all books and all history and everything. So I continue to ask questions and to seek. What I do know is that we all cry, we all hurt, and we all breathe. We all need food and water, and we need to be safe. And we all matter. And it takes us coming to a place where we begin to wake up and to realize that we need to support one another, and we need to start unlearning all the lies. That's truly what needs to happen. Now, the people who are pulling the strings, they are psychopaths. They do not care. They do not cry. They are very different from normal people. And they are able to remove any type, I don't even know if they have to remove any type of cognitive dissonance, because there's no conflict between what they believe and what they do. But it's those people carrying out their orders, their job descriptions, their duties, and all of these things, which do things that go against their beliefs. Okay? They have been programmed to do these things. And it's time that people take responsibility for their actions and to realize that you can't do things that harm other people and not have consequences for it. We are responsible for our lives and what we do, and we're responsible for helping one another, because if we don't help one another, then we're all just in this alone. So it takes the people coming together. We know the truth is that you do not abuse and neglect children and the elderly and people and families. It's not okay to do these things. They are criminal, and that is the truth. They are unlawful. Even though they built this system around themselves to protect themselves, it is all fraud. It is treason. And they will be held accountable for doing this. So this lady right here, she's going to warn people about the human trafficking that is going on around this nation. And then I'm going to play 2 clips by someone else who goes further into how even this type of human trafficking is being silenced, and it's growing because the news is not reporting on it and people are unaware of it, and so people are disappearing. So we need to be aware of both types of human trafficking, and there's even more than that. There's human trafficking of pulling people into prison systems, these privately owned corporate prison systems that are locking people up unlawfully. Because all the courts today, doesn't matter if they're so-called criminal courts or so-called family courts or probate courts or any of that, all of them are unlawful. They are not true courts of record. They are not common law courts. Those are the only courts that are lawful. So we need to wake up to what is going on. The human trafficking that is destroying us needs to be spoken about, and we need to stand together to put an end to it. Please help and share this information. Protect your loved ones, protect yourselves, protect others. Thank you. Shalom.